Okay, you ready? Ready, everyone?
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Tracey.
And I'm Christian.
And we are Tumbleweed RvLife.
Are you ready? Ooh, wait a minute. What's going on? Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Hello. Look, we're back.
I don't know what happened.
We're back in black.
We're back in the camper. And
back
white.
in black and white. See? Ooh. And
say it again. I missed my cue.
Yeah. And we're back in black.
And white.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, as you can tell, we don't have any virtual backgrounds anymore. We are back in the camper.
We got the real thing happening.
We moved back. Like, we haven't been live, I think, since that Friday.
So somebody said a month.
Well, I said a month. We haven't been live on a Saturday since the 14th,
right.
The 16th of April. But we did do that Friday. And I'm just looking up it was last month when I was in Alberta.
Oh, right.
And I'm was that the 22nd? So a week later. So we haven't been around for about 3 weeks. A lot has happened in those 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So what's happened in your life, Mama?
Well, I have been actively cleaning out the garage. And I mean cleaning out as in getting rid of our stuff that we had in the house. We moved to the garage because we're renting out the house when we started traveling. And there's a lot of stuff there that I don't call it junk, Christian. I just call it,
just stuff that we don't, stuff we didn't want to leave for the renters, right? People renting the house. Like, we're not going to leave them our good pots and pans. I
actually found them now.
Yeah.
Found our stainless steel pots and pans that were in there.
Just, so that if one day we are going to get off the road, I think that's still 10 years. 10 years.
I was going to say still a while, but...
we don't want to have to come back to the house and all of a sudden have to rebuy all this stuff.
Exactly.
It's going to get expensive because we're still thinking of renovating the kitchen before we move back in.
Yeah.
James Cantonese,
morning,
welcome to the live from Regina,
Saskatchewan, Canada.
Yes. Good morning. So if you back up even more, we moved back into the camper on May 1st.
Yeah.
I had opened it up I think on April 10th or something. And because all the snow was gone and we got a little bit of a kind of warm period and all the snow melted, and then all of a sudden this happened between April 12th and May 1st. So
isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So
literally a month, you guys. That picture was a month ago. That's how much snow was on the ground.
Yeah, it was all gone, and then we got like a foot, overnight. It was probably the single most, single biggest dump in 24 hours that we got all winter.
Crazy. Oh, good morning, Ron. Ron Darrell Adventures is here.
Ron Darrell. Good morning, Ron. Welcome live from Regina, Saskatchewan still. But as you can see, we're back in the camper.
Yeah.
We moved back in May 1st. And there was a lot of work that weekend. We had a lot of little things, we had to, this time we actually winterized it with antifreeze. So we had to clear all the lines. Had to put the anode back in the hot water tank.
And then it blew out.
Well, no, it's like there's a drip. We've got a drip near the fill, where the water comes in.
Yeah.
Just in the back corner where the hot water tank is. And I can't seem to find where the leak is, because I go...
Who was I talking to? Oh, yeah, I was on the live with Roy and Becky's live. And we had a discussion about that. It happened to Roy in their camper.
It is around somewhere around the hot water tank,
Yeah.
but so then I took the anode back out and I forgot to depressurize the tank. So when I was unscrewing the anode, it went poof, flying.
It was like an air gun.
Yeah, and just sprayed me with water.
Yeah, but thank goodness he wasn't standing right there. Jane and Richard were down visiting from the island here when he took it out, and that thing shot out. And good thing no one was standing there, or he was standing directly behind it, because that would have hurt.
Yeah, I got soaked though. So I got that out, and then I re-isolated to bypass the hot water heater to see if the drip was still there. Because if it was coming from the hot water heater, the drip would have stopped, and it didn't. So I know it's not the hot water heater itself, but it is the piping around close to there. There's a lot of short sections of pipe, with those clamps.
Right.
And the thing is, when I go feel in there, because it's very tight, when I go feel inside, I don't feel any moisture. Like there's not puddling, there's nothing really wet down there. But yet it drips on the outside. There's this little drip. So then
it's coming from.
Yeah, then I checked, well, the city water hookup versus the water pump. So I put in our fancy regulator in, and I turned down the pressure, and the drip was still there. But since we went to the water pump, I think the pressure is a little lower and the drip isn't that big. Yeah. It's just the weather's been terrible. It got really bad on Thursday night. Like we got a major storm, lots of heavy pounding rain and wind. It was a bad storm. Everything's wet again. So waiting for everything to dry out. So I'd like to be able to lift the camper a bit so I can kind of easily work the basement. I'd have to bring in the back slide so I can really empty the garage, and then I can really crawl in there and have lots of lights and take out some panels and really take a good look in there. I'm almost ready to open the little cover where you got your freshwater fill and your city hookup. I'm ready to unscrew that and cut all the caulking free and pulling that out and seeing if I can see anything in there.
Yeah, where the drips.
I just don't want to do that when it's pouring rain outside. It's like, so can't do it. And
good morning, Tasha.
Cowgirl Parking.
And Paul. I'm assuming they're both there. Good morning, Amanda and Victor and Wyatt.
Where are they? Oh, Amanda.
Your chat is slower than mine, I think.
There you go. So yeah, it's been so wet. Haven't really started on the DC to DC charger installation too. The only thing I got done on a decent day that it got above 15 degrees Celsius is I got the board glued and screwed inside the camper near the battery solar area. Okay. So I can attach the DC to DC charger to the wall and give it a little bit more meat, because that Luan stuff is so thin, nothing really holds to that. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping by gluing the board and then screwing it in, that board will stay on there, because I tell you, our camper, we take it on some pretty rough roads.
Lucky Dog moderator is Sue, Amanda. It's hard to remember everybody's name, trust me. Oh man, but Sue, I was told you have a photographic memory. I think I was told by who was it? Well,
which would make her the perfect moderator. Yeah. If you can remember everybody's name. We remember nobody's name, so it's terrible.
We had a cheat sheet. We still do. We have a cheat sheet somewhere in the computer that has got the name of the channel and the actual people that are part of the channel. And, thank God that Christians started that, because way back in 19, when we started this, there is no way we would have remembered everybody's name. There is just no way. I mean, I can't remember what I ate for supper last night. Well, actually, I do, because I can see the box. We had pizza.
There you go. There's the cheat sheet. And, of course, all color-coded as to where we met, because that's important, too.
Yes. And you're, okay, Sue, she's the one I can answer. Maybe she can answer me. We're trying to remember where we met Felix. I just finished watching their new video.
What's their channel name?
Happy Place Camping.
Okay,
Happy
here we
Place
go.
Camping.
Felicity and Jesse.
Yeah, well, Felix and Jesse.
Yeah.
They just made a new video. Now, they used to be on a live when we first met them, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the guy. He was the sweetest man. I loved his accent. I think he was from Georgia. I mean, I cannot. Oh, I try hard to remember names and places and have a cheat sheet. Oh, you have a cheat sheet too. Well, my goodness, you're doing way better than I am. I don't care. Yeah, Felix was on Gary's. That's it. Thank you. See,
Gary?
Gary, remember
Oh,
Gary?
yeah.
Yeah, I love that man. He was so sweet. I would love to see, like, I'd love him to go live again and do lives again.
Well, even if
'Cause
it's
he had-
even if it's like the truckers channel, right? I mean, like he
Yeah.
travels, you know, he hot shots and all that. It'd be
Yeah.
okay if he just went live. I think he does once in a while.
Does he?
He'll cut some videos. I've seen some stuff.
Oh, he's such a sweet man. I would love to meet him and his wife someday.
I know I just haven't had time to really spend time on our channel and on live streams. I did there a few weeks, but as soon as we decided to move to the camper, it was absolutely crazy. We moved into the camper and then we got sick, and then I went out of town and then we got sick.
Let's speak about that.
Yeah.
Because people are wondering why I didn't make a video for a long time. And the last video, I'm sorry. I watched it again yesterday, and I'm like, man, I must have been really in a bad mood that day. But I really was. I was in a really bad space. Really bad headspace. I'm not that bad right now, but I was sick. I wasn't feeling good, and I was just like, and every time I watch, it just seemed like every time I watch the same workout influencers that I try and get information from, it was like they were ranting and saying, things that I just didn't want to hear. And anyway, I'm not getting into it, but my last video, I have to apologize. I'm sorry. I almost want to take it down because I was not in a good place when I made that video, Papa.
Mama was ranting.
Oh, I had a rant, all right. I was like, I don't want to hear any more influencers telling me what I need to do, to lose weight, to whatever. I know what I need to do, but I'm just too, and it wasn't lazy. It was the fact that I was burnt out the last couple of weeks. And I think it was because I was trying to clean I'm still trying to clean the garage, and it's kind of, it wasn't depressing me, but it was like,
it was an overwhelming task.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
We got a lot of stuff in there.
It's still overwhelming. There's still
and
a lot of stuff
and I
in
think this is the third time, and we've done it twice together where we take everything out and we get rid of some stuff, and then we repackage everything and then store it right back in there again. But this year, Tracey's been doing it on her own. I've been busy working, and she's just taking her time. And when she has time to think about it, then she can make a calm decision as to keep or chuck, And not that much stuff gets sold. It's being given away. It's been left outside, and sometimes it just walks away.
And you know what? I'm loving that. Because honestly, I do not have to worry about trying to huck and chuck, because as soon as I put it outside, it's gone. And yes, Amanda, it's true. Sometimes people come across as preachy, and these two chicks, I like their channels because we have the same, I feel we have the same thoughts and values of certain things. But man, for them to be like preaching at me and telling me that, just go do it, their motivation comes from doing it and all this. I'm like, yeah, I know that, but I just didn't feel like doing it. I was sick, but I really was. I was not feeling good, and I was sick.
I just put that one up. So I gathered Cowgirl Parking, Natasha.
Oh, Reynolds, you guys are in the house then. I'm
number
assuming.
One data. No.
Cole.
Number one data. Who's older, Amanda or Tasha? Is it Amanda?
Amanda.
Amanda's number one data. Okay, number two data. So have you guys moved into the new house yet?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, Cowgirl Parking have
They just got a new house.
They just got a new house, so they decided to make the big move before housing prices went crazy.
Very smart.
And so I don't know if you guys are in. You know, if it was last summer where I wasn't working full time and Mama wasn't kind of working mostly full time, yeah, we'd come out and help a bit. But it's not going to happen. We are absolutely not going west of Regina. We are not moving except when I have to go to work. So in a couple next week, not this week coming up, the week after, in 2 weeks, Saturday. So next Saturday, I leave for Alberta again, and I'm going on a big job this time. I'll be gone basically the 2 weekends, the week in between, and a few days past the second weekend. So I think I booked like 6-7 days off because it's a long weekend also.
Yes.
So it's going to be a big job. That one's going to be a killer, where normally what we do, you know, like we cool down these vessels. We're doing 2 trains this time. We're doing 2. We're doing 2 at
not an actual train, people.
It's not a train, but it's a processing train. So it's a desulfurization unit in gas treatment. So you know, that's why your natural gas smells like farts and not sulfur. It's kind of weird. Mercaptan smells like farts, right? That's what they put in the natural gas and propane.
So you can smell it.
So you can smell it when it burns because it's odorless.
Yep.
But here in Alberta, our natural gas has a lot of sulfur, a lot of H2S in it. And that's the rotten egg smell. That's the wicked stuff. So these plants take the H2S out of the natural gas, but these units run very hot, and they take a long time to cool on their own. And they can't just do it with air blowers because the sulfur would actually catch fire. So anyways, we do it in a controlled manner. And so we're doing one. We've done full circle in 17. We did one of these units, and they built this huge one next to it, and we're doing that one for the first time. So that'll be interesting. And we're having to do both of them at the same time. They might overlap here a little bit. So I'm going to be in a control room with 2 spreadsheets and trying to figure out, okay, how are these things cooling? And basically, I call out the rates and temperatures.
Oh, Gary is putting out new videos again.
Hotshot trucking.
Nice. So, and thank you, James. I'm just going to put up what he said. Thank you, James. I am lifting heavier now, even though I'm really careful of my shoulder, because I did hurt myself, and I'm really careful now because I don't want to hurt myself again, because then I definitely won't be going back to the gym, and I don't want that to happen. So, but yeah, thank you. I am lifting heavier. That's for darn sure.
I'd just like to ask here, we've been kind of having issues, especially when I'm working and I go on Microsoft Teams.
Am I down the wrong hole?
I've been cutting out, like our upload speed isn't great here at the house. And with the tenant, the tenant's an IT guy and he works from home also, so he's using bandwidth. But I just wanted to see, how do we sound? How do we look? We're not drifting out, are we? And go tinny, like, is our is our connection good? Can you hear us well? Can you see us well?
Oh,
if you can just let us know in the chat.
Oh, they got their keys, but they're not in per se. They're doing renos first.
Yeah, that's I don't know, Tasha, do you remember the acreage house? With help, it took us 30 days to renovate.
We went down the wrong pipe.
And really not renovate too much. We rebuilt the bathrooms a bit. We changed toilets.
But you guys are smart to do that, though. Like, I mean,
when there's nothing in the way.
When there's nothing in the way, there's nothing there. That's the time to do your renos and stuff. And see, that's another thing. Like, guys, I'm glad that I'm getting rid of stuff, because honestly, when we do get back into the house and we do redo the kitchen and yada yada everything else, I kind of want to put in not new stuff, but I want to decorate at that time.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the final decoration, the final whatever.
We'll have to paint the house top to bottom. This time, Mama will have to pick the colors.
Oh, thank you.
But you remember, Tash, like 20 garbage bag fulls of wallpaper? I swear, every house, it was like a 3,000 square foot acreage house, like country house. And every single wall had wallpaper
Oh,
on
God, I
it,
hate sprayed ceilings.
and every single
Hate.
window had these gaudy curtains, and valances. So all that had to come down first day, and everybody pitched in, and it was like 20 bags, 20 bags of wallpaper. We had two steamers.
Yeah, very smart to do it before everything moves in, because are they textured ceilings, Tash and Paul? Because honestly, I hate those. You remember popcorn ceilings?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, as long as they
them.
haven't, as long as the ceilings haven't been painted, all you got to do is spray water on them and a big
It'll
scraper.
come off in sheets.
Yeah, it'll just come right off. But make sure you have masks and eye protection and all that.
It's gross. Yeah, it is gross. And maybe even a bandana or something on your head. Hat.
Yeah, wear one of those white suits.
Horrible.
They can get messy. But so yesterday was a big event. Yesterday was our last video of our trip to Vancouver Island.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This was the last leg of us going from Salmon Arm all the way to Milk River, Saskatchewan. We were doing a big push to get back home. We were done being on the road, so we were pushing. And so it's the last video of season 5. So we're going to continue to do lives for season 5, and we're looking at starting season 6 July 1st. Hopefully July 1st, because we don't really have content. We're not going anywhere, so it'll have to be what we do around the camper and the DC to DC charger. And
yeah, well, Christian, you have a lot of stuff that we need to do to the camper, and like you say, around the camper, but to the camper. Now we got to find that leak. Like that's kind of major.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a drip, and it's not wet inside, so I'm not that worried about it.
I am.
In the long term, I would be, that would rotten something out, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. It's just drips on the outside, and you can't really tell where it's coming from. Like, how does it get from the inside to the outside?
Exactly. Like it's bizarre.
Like, and it's dripping along. That big tube that the sewer hose goes in. We have a sewer hose in there we've never used because we have a composting toilet. So we have the cheap one that they gave us, and we use that one all the time when we dump our gray.
Oh, Jane and Richard are here.
There we go. Hi, guys.
We see where you are.
Yeah, you're just south of Winnipeg there. We saw that. So Jane and Richard actually stopped by. They went from Vancouver Island to Ontario to pick up their new trailer. They had a custom built trailer. From a custom builder in Ontario.
So now they're on their way back with their trailer, and
they're going to be staying in the back with us.
Yep. That's another reason we have got to get rid of all of our stuff, because we got it behind the garage right now. We're going to get rid of it today.
Yeah, all
the stuff that people didn't pick up that we were hoping.
It got soaked here in the last few days, so all the boxes are trashed. And so right after the live, we're going to open up the back of the truck, and we're going to start tossing stuff in there, go to the kids and pick up some stuff from their place.
And go to the dump.
We're going to the dump today. So to clean up the back area. Yep. And that's where Jane and Richard are going to stay. And they're going to mooch stock with us. Yay! For 3 days. So hopefully we can spend some time with you guys, because we're both working. But there's always after work, and
always after work, and then
maybe cut out of work early,
Yeah, Amanda, maybe cut out work early. Just kidding. Yeah, she's been off for a week because everybody's been sick too. So
we're just playing our last video. If you want to go have a look at that. If anybody's watching our videos, I've been editing some preview shorts, for the Tuesdays before the Friday release of the video, and I just wondering if anybody caught that. If anybody caught that, and if you kind of like that format to get like a little 30-second teaser of our next video, that'd be kind of cool. It doesn't take too much time, because you're cutting down the video after it's done. But it still takes time and effort to do that. So just let us know if you like that format.
So you gonna talk about Starlink?
No. Yes, kind of. So I'm sure you guys have heard from the big channels that Starlink is now
mobile.
Is now portable. They call it portable, so you can roam with it.
Yeah.
So Starlink is now roaming. You can roam across your home continent, which means North America. You can now take the service on a best effort basis. Starlink will give you internet away from your home base in all of North America. So Canada, US, and Mexico. So that was it. The decision has been made. We are ordering our Starlink, and I checked with our service address here in Regina, and they will ship right away. We will get our unit right away.
Yeah.
And since we're having upload issues with house internet, I didn't want to upgrade that because then we're leaving and we wouldn't need to upgrade it.
Exactly.
So we're going to bring Starlink into the camper, and we're going to be using Starlink here.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
In June. Dashcam Rocks, welcome live in Regina.
Papa just announced that we are getting Starlink.
We are getting Starlink at the end of the month. So here's the end of season 5, the last video. Oh, I got morning hair. Look at that. No, I slept good. Mama didn't, but I slept good, and we were ready.
I did not.
That was the last stop before we headed home. So, so that's the last video of the season. And season 6 will start July 1st.
July 1st, guys.
So we'll continue to do live streams under season 5, the season 5 name. So, you know, I think we did as many live streams as we did videos.
Yeah.
It was really darn close. Come on, trying to stop this video here. But did anybody answer how our bandwidth is? And
I don't think so. I don't know if they knew. Sue, how's the bandwidth? Is it laggy?
Yeah, do we have any lag? Because I can always switch one of the computers to our cell phone data. Yeah. And especially when I'm sharing also another screen, that puts a little bit more.
Yeah, Neil, it wasn't too much of a decision. It was a pretty quick decision when we are fighting for bandwidth. The guy that is renting from us, and then when he's on and he's working from home, Christian's working from home, I'm doing my videos, or I'm like editing my videos, or I'm watching something. It's just too much.
Yeah, when there's 3 of us,
it's just way too much.
And I've been noticing at work too. It's like even on the download side, because people have been cutting out.
Thanks,
so that's download, on Teams. But people saying that I've been cutting out on when I'm talking.
Yeah, and so that's major. Like, that's work. That's important to be.
So I speed tested, and I don't know if the tenant was on, but I only got about 7 upload, and that's not enough if everybody starts to get on at the same time.
Yeah.
So so that was the decision. We're gonna wait till July, but now as soon as they announced, that it was portable, right now, for an extra $25 a month, that was it. And then when the internet there was internet issues here, then we decided to go ahead with it. So we're just waiting for the next credit card billing cycle, trying to get us an extra month.
Can you still work from home there? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, still working. So we're in the camper.
Yeah.
For the people who just arrived. So just showing the video here that it's official that Starlink is now portable, and these are the conditions. International travel is now, you can cross borders, because that was not a thing until this week.
Right.
And that's what we were waiting for. We were debating, do we go Starlink or do we order local internet service for about the same price, but only like 20 down, like 10 or 20 down, because it's on a repeater microwave system from town. And, I think those tend to not work very well as soon as too many people start to get on it in the area. So I was so happy, ecstatic. I've been waiting for this. I thought it wouldn't happen, and it did. It finally did. And that's going to be a game changer for us. We're looking forward at the possibility of stopping at a beach for a week instead of a couple of days over the weekend. And we can stay on the beach, and I can continue to work, which is key.
That was key,
'Cause
especially that that one beach. Oh my God,
Santa Spec
Santa Spec.
and
Come
El
on.
Tecolote
That's
is another nice one
Mm.
too. Those, now we can
Is
go
that's the one by La Paz,
by
right?
La Paz,
Oh my God.
and we can also go. Well, we can also go near La Ribera, right? You go down that really bumpy road, and it's actually the snorkeling there is supposed to be
Amazing.
fabulous.
We have our snorkeling mask. I only used it twice in our trips.
Paula Van Vita Travels,
Paula's
welcome live from Regina.
Good morning, Paula. Yeah, I'm excited because with Starlink, if we're on the beach, Papa can work. He can get he'll be able to get service for work, and I'll be able to just chill on the beach. And
I call it either pick shells, do crafts with shells, or do macrame.
That's
it's like,
me.
Mama, you gonna bring any paints? Yeah, you bring paints too,
I
right?
usually bring paints so I can paint rocks and leave geocaches everywhere with my little sticker on the bottom of the rock, and then I paint the rock on top, and I've been leaving them everywhere. I haven't had anybody say they found one yet, which is weird.
No, but how would they do that?
You put it on, you post it.
I know, but yeah, I think there's a site where you post your geocaches.
I posted a couple, but
I think we've only been posting to our Google.
It was on the
Google
okay.
Maps.
Put it this way: it's on the 101. In the places where we stopped, I usually would leave a geocache, like a rock. I'd paint the top of the rock, and then I'd stick one of our small little tumbleweed stickers on the bottom, and then I would leave them.
I guess they could find us. And a note, right? You'd have a note.
I never left notes.
I thought you left a card too, and it had our email address.
Oh yeah, only a couple. I didn't leave that. That would have been a good idea. I didn't leave that many. I only left one at almost the very end. Then I remembered, hey, I should have done that. But yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to share this again here. It was on this route here, and I think some of the different color pins here, I think these are geocache.
Maybe? Was that the one by the beach? Because
no. There, maybe this is one.
Maybe. Here. Oh, that looks familiar. And that's a beach.
No, these are.
That's shoreline.
That's the thing. Saved in boondocks. There it is.
Oh yeah.
So no, was a potential. Those were potential boondock sites.
Yeah, no, that's not.
So yeah, I'm not too familiar with Google Maps. I have categories, and I did create one for the geocaches, but I don't like it. It comes up as a list, and then you don't know, well, where is that? You got all these things on a list, and so where are these places?
Yeah, but it was fun. I did a couple. I did one that looked like a little turtle, and then I did one that looked like mariposa, butterfly. I think that one was closer to Washington State when I left that one. Yeah.
We didn't really have time to stop and tour Hearst Castle, so this one has a different pin color as a place we want to go back to.
Okay, we went there. We went there.
We went
in the lobby.
But it was like a 2-hour thing to take a bus up to the castle.
But not just that, we had to wait for the next tour. We missed that tour by maybe 10 minutes. We missed it by 10 minutes. And then it was going to be like another half an hour to the next tour, and we're like, nah, I'm not going to sit around here for half an hour.
So we put it on and we learned on that trip that
a lot.
You don't put off stuff.
Don't.
You either do it now, because you never know if there's going to be a day where you're going to go back there. So you take the time and see everything now. Do it now.
To be honest with you, I think I would have fought a little bit harder to Papa and said, you know what, let's stay. Let's wait for the next tour. Maybe we'll eat. We'll have a little picnic here, and then we'll wait.
Do you remember our last live? It was on a Friday night. This is the live where you tell us where to go.
Yeah.
So
well, we got some interesting comments on telling us where to go.
so we're gonna do a little bit of planning, not in terms of when we're gonna get somewhere, but our approximate route and identifying places to see, right?
Yeah.
Places to go to see and do things. And so this morning we just decided.
There was a couple, yeah.
This morning we changed this, so we decided not to go through
New
in
York,
the corridor,
Philadelphia,
New York. Yeah.
Washington.
So we decided. So I have a friend in Pittsburgh, so we tagged this location, and what that does is that it gets us to bypass all this heavy density corridor, and so. And then we saw this morning here, number 29 is the Wright Brothers National Memorial Museum.
And if anybody knows Papa, you all know.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
That's Papa.
Yeah.
He is a plane guy. He likes
But forget the automobiles. It's plane, trains, and rockets.
There you go. You know, henceforth, he's been watching Tesla and watching Starlink really, really close. So
James was asking how far north. This will probably be the most northern, Rimouski, and this is Gaspé, Quebec. And we just have to go through there to get to the Maritime. So we want to do the Cape Breton Trail, which is right in here, which is absolutely spectacular in the fall. In the fall at the turning of the leaves. And then we're hoping that we can spend a couple of days and go over to PEI and go see Anne of Green Gables and
that's okay. That's my thing.
Potato harvesting and things like that. Yeah. And there's great boondockers welcome on PEI. So
there's a lot of boondockers welcome in PEI.
And then from there we're going to head St. John, and then we're going to cross the border into Maine.
See, even James agrees it's not a good idea to go through New York and Philly. We're not. We're avoiding that place like the plague. I mean, I'm not.
I had found some boondockers welcome that we could overnight.
That's great.
Like just outside the cities, right? Like more in the suburbs, but
no,
just bad feeling. Just don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I really. New York would be someplace that I would go if I was with somebody that knew the area, but it's not a pull for me. New York has never been,
It's just dirty, expensive, loud.
I've never
rude people.
That's nice. No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You've been there. I've never been there, but I have no.
No, you gotta fly in and take a week and catch some shows and museums and stores and like you gotta go to Tiffany's and things like that.
No, you don't.
That's not a thing for me.
No, you don't. The only thing I want to see would be the Statue of Liberty. Honestly, that's it.
Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building.
But that would be it.
Yeah,
literally, why would you spend all that kind of cash just to go there to see two things and then I've been there, seen it, gone,
like I didn't see much of it. I flew there, but I was there for meetings or visiting a friend or I didn't really get out much. It's totally different. When I was coming from Montreal and went to New York, it felt close to the same, It was even cooler.
Neil even said there's a lot of toll roads. You know what, Neil? Christian mentioned that. I didn't even know about that. He mentioned that as we were doing the planning, and oh man, I'm not in for that. So hopefully we can.
Well, can somebody tell us how we do that? Like
no, but you on the GPS, can't you? It says avoid toll roads.
Yeah, you'll probably never make it through. It'll what happens when the day the GPS says, "I'm sorry, there is no way to get you to your destination without hitting a toll road."
Yeah. Well,
and even getting into New York State, there's toll roads, north of New York.
There's a lot. I think even that road where you at here.
I remember when
25
coming down from Montreal, there was toll roads. Toll roads.
Mm-hmm.
So but how do you deal with that? Like, because do they actually take cash now? Do you still pull over and stop, or do you need one of those beacons, one of those toll beacons?
What is that state park there?
Sorry, which one?
That one right there. What is that?
Watkins?
Watkins State Park? What is that?
Come on.
I don't know.
I'm having a hard time here.
Doesn't matter. It's by Rochester. Oh, look at that waterfall. That's pretty.
Oh, it's like a cave.
That's pretty. Maybe you should put a pin on that sucker. It doesn't say there, and it's only one. It shows only one dollar sign, so that means it's not that expensive. Oh, good morning, Karen. How are you feeling today, hun? I've been thinking about you a lot lately. I sure hope you're feeling better.
Karen, welcome live from Regina.
Did you get out to? Did you get out? Period. Or did you go to? Did you get out to church? Or maybe that's tomorrow. Well, today's Saturday, so maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, Neil. We are going to turn on avoid avoid tolls. You know, even in Toronto, if we go back to the trip plan here, and show you our route around Toronto after M22. So we are staying off the main highway through Toronto.
We're off the main highway.
And as soon as we cross at Port Huron into Sarnia, we're getting off 402, the main highway, and we're going to hug the lake. And we're going to go into rural areas. Mm-hmm. I've been a little bit up here north of Toronto, but I've never been up here. And even though I lived in Sarnia for 2 years, never really got beyond Goderich here. But it is beautiful up there.
There was a place just north of Toronto.
Barrie.
Not Barrie. It was something.
Perry Sound was nice.
No. It wasn't. It was it before Perry or after Barrie? But there was a golfing tournament for my client.
Oh, I see.
When I was there, and oh my goodness, that area is fantastic. It looks like it felt like I was in BC.
Okay.
It is so beautiful up there, Christian. Like it's beautiful.
So we're going to be hugging and taking back roads all the way into Ottawa where
I drove the 401 Ontario. Why are you crying? Was it scary?
Yeah.
Or was it beautiful? Because that scares me.
Try the 401 on a Friday at 5 p.m. of a long weekend.
Oh, that's why she's crying.
Oh,
yeah.
my God. I did that once. Last minute, I decided to go from Mississauga where I was working and go back to Montreal.
Yeah.
And I did it at last minute. And what usually took an hour to get through Toronto took 2.5 hours, bumper to bumper.
Well, that's why she's crying.
Slinky.
Yeah, okay. I understand. Because, man, oh, man, no.
So we're gonna go visit family in Ottawa, but also Ottawa has a lot of things to do. Mm-hmm. So when we get into Ottawa, we're gonna hug the river, and there's lots of things to do to see around Ottawa.
Saute Mouton, is it the
Saute Mouton?
Yeah, the
ride we did.
The ride we did. That was fun.
That was a boat, like rapids on the rapids. That was Montreal.
Saute Mouton.
So same thing. We're staying off the 417 main highway, and we're going to hug the river all the way into Montreal. There's great boondocking sites in there. I mean, we're going to have such great content. And, also we're going to have lots of cell data. So we'll be able to do like instant lives and just kind of bring you some live experiences as we go through here.
I haven't been checking where... I mean, the reason I got my membership to the gym was for traveling, so I could get a shower in once in a while at the gyms, and also to use the gyms on the way down. But I haven't been checking to see where they are, because I watched Chrome's channel.
Yeah.
And Chrome said that after a certain point, it's Anytime Fitness, I think he has, or is it Planet? Yes, Anytime Fitness.
Anytime Fitness.
After a certain point, you can't. There is no Anytime Fitness in Quebec, and so after that, I won't be able to use it anyway. So I think at that point is when I'm going to shut it off for 3 months.
Park it
for 3 months.
I think there is one. I'm just trying to. Am I sharing?
I see. Oh, Badge. Good morning, Badge. He snuck in.
Everybody needs one. Welcome live from Regina.
I love you. I love that sticker. Bruce put your sticker on his van, on his dashboard. You got a nice sticker. I can't believe I didn't get a sticker from you, Badge. That's crazy. We didn't get a sticker from Badge. We didn't get one from Jeffy.
Yeah.
When we were at Paula's. I mean, what was wrong with us?
Yeah, well, we got to do it this summer, right?
Like, Paula,
so that'll probably be our only outing.
What is happening
this summer?
Like, we didn't do a sticker exchange, or yeah, we did, but I didn't get Jeffy's sticker. I didn't get Badge's sticker.
I think we got Paula's though, right?
We got Paula's.
Yeah, because she had just printed her big ones for her.
Yeah, they were gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So,
but we didn't get Jeffy's. We didn't get Badge. Who else was there that we didn't get? Everybody's. Karen. I don't think Karen has a sticker.
So Badge and Karen, you got here a little later, but now with Starlink announcing that they have service portability for an extra $25 a month, which means roaming.
Yeah.
You can roam across the whole continent. So now Starlink is going to be available from your home, ordering from your home location, and then you can take it on the road, and it will go across country borders for Canada, US, and Mexico. So we decided to order ours. We're going to order ours in a couple of weeks here, and we're actually going to be using it here at the house because we're having internet share issues. We don't have very strong internet, and we're so looking forward to that. And we're going to bring it to Paulapalooza. So we'll bring it out there and test it out.
Yeah.
Hope we get service, and
we should be able to get good service with that now.
Badge, are you coming to Paulapalooza again?
Well, of course he is. If he says no, we'll come slap him.
Yeah, we'll make a special trip out to. I'm trying to remember. Why am I'm thinking Victoriaville, but it's somethingville. Vermilion, I think. Vermilion?
No, he's not Vermilion. He's in that Drayton Valley, isn't he? You're in Drayton Valley, aren't you, Badge?
I think they wintered in Vegreville, though.
What?
Okay, set us straight, Badge. Where are you guys? Where are you guys?
Fix our dysfunction.
Yeah.
I wish I could join you all at Paulapalooza. Yeah, I wish you could too, Karen. Like, Karen, are you going to be in Michigan? Are you going to the Michigan meetup?
M22?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember what you said. I was hoping to meet everybody in the Michigan meetup if we don't meet at Paulapalooza.
Also, Tumbleweed RvLife Season 5 is done for videos.
Done.
We did our last video came out yesterday on our trip to our return from Vancouver Island last fall. And July 1st, the new season will start. So I'm hoping here in June.
Good one, Neil. Exactly. Right?
Oh, God.
Exactly. You're absolutely right there, Neil. Yeah, when he said that, I was like, what? No.
Starlink is big dollars, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So it's 140 a month Canadian. So it's 110 USD.
Per month.
Per month. And then there's an extra 25 USD for roaming service. So it's I figured 172 to 175 a month. But when your income depends on it, and we're still going to probably boost our cell data to 100 gigs from 50 before we leave. And then we start getting roaming charges on the phone too, like $9 through the US and $13 a day in Mexico. Our internet goes from 200 for the cell phones and 72 at the house for internet. So that's what, 275. It's going to go up to $600-700 a month for internet.
Karen, we have a couch bed.
You can curl up on it.
We have a couch bed. Well, I don't think she's that tall.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Karen? I mean, I could sleep on the couch bed, but I'm only 5'2". Look at this. Jane just said, oh my God, are you serious, Jane? Wow. Did you get it working? I hope you got it working.
Well, we'll look at it when you get here.
Yeah.
Could be a loose wire, but I'm sure Richard kind of diagnosed that already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Richard got.
I just so happened to have a spare water pump here that we have in case ours craps out.
We can always Taylor Coach. Oh, okay. Yeah. See. Oh, she's 5'5". So you'd fit perfectly in our little couch bed. You'd fit perfectly, Karen. if you don't mind a couple dogs sleeping with you, because I tell you, yeah, any new people, they ditch us.
So we did buy the Garmin inReach Mini. We didn't buy the Mini 2. We bought the Mini because it was a little cheaper. I think the Mini 2 is like $500. I mean, so it's not cheap. But this allows you to have basically satellite communication. I think for $15 a month, we have 10 messages a month, and you can send out an SOS if you're stranded in the middle of nowhere with no cell service. For us, it was more just keeping check the fuse and water issue, air and system. Yeah, I thought Jane said that they thought they were vapor locked in it. Hopefully, they didn't run the pump a long time and then burnt it out in a vapor lock state.
Oh my God, that's
so
bad.
we'll diagnose it
Yeah.
here. They're going to be here on Monday, Badge. They're going to be staying with us for a few days. They're going to mooch talk with us, so we'll see if we can diagnose that. And like I said, I've got a spare one that if we had to, we could just swap it out. And then I can't remember. I think I ordered that from the dealer to make sure it was the right pump.
Yeah.
But we'll get the serial
check.
number and all that, and the model number, and we'll just get Richard and Jane.
How far are you, Karen, from you're in Wisconsin? How far are you, Karen, from where M22 is going to be?
2 days travel.
Oh, it is 2.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Sorry, 2 long days travel.
Sorry.
Maybe even 2.5, 3. Depends how many hours you put on the road.
Oh,
so
crap.
Anyways, we got the Garmin inReach so that when we do go, this was before, the Starlink thing, and Starlink is not guaranteed to work all the time. But this Garmin inReach is guaranteed to work all the time because it's working off like 3 different satellite systems. And then your message goes to a kind of distress center.
Yeah.
That answers and sends help.
It's for a safety feature, and I'm really glad that Papa agreed to it because
but the nice part is
a lot of times our phones did not work.
Yeah, and we could send a message, and so between family, we can tell family, hey, we're heading into a isolated area on our phones, right?
Oh, Karen's only 7 hours away, honey.
and then we can send messages to family, hey, we're out of reach, cell reach, but everything's fine, And same thing with work. Work can basically say, hey, we got some work for you. When are you back in cell coverage? So instead of worrying about, being off grid and, I could never enjoy ourselves being isolated somewhere because I don't know if my clients need to reach me. So this will be a great.
Not only that, if you all know Papa, Amanda can attest to this. We could be in a room full of people. Papa has his phone in his hand all the time. And if he's not watching YouTube videos...
What's your point?
My point is this. You are never off. You are always on your phone, on watching YouTubes. If we were visiting with people, sometimes it's bad. It's really bad. I almost want to take your phone away. But this is the thing. If you all know Papa, he's got to be connected somehow. And I don't know if the grid ever went down. He might be like those robots that do the little.
Water pump, Jane. So it's working again. Don't tell me there was no water in the water tank.
Yeah, but Badge said that they don't work that way anymore.
Well, they'll run dry for a little bit, and I used our water pump to winterize, so we pumped in antifreeze last year. So you have to a 3-way valve isolate to the hose that goes into the container, the antifreeze container. And then so at the spring, I put the cap back on that one, but forgot there was a 3-way valve. So here I am trying to start up the pump, and it doesn't sound right because it's deadheading. It's sucking vacuum. So thank God I figured that one out, went underneath and then opened the bypass, and now it had fresh water coming out of the fresh tank.
Jeez, that's crazy.
So yeah,
yeah, I hope you're better by then too, Karen. If you would be able to make it. So it is working then, right? Yes, it is working perfectly again, as Jane said.
So anyways, that'll be a story to talk about, Jane and Richard, around the campfire.
Yes, we're gonna have a campfire, guys. I have been dying to start our fire, but
Yeah, we
need people.
We got lots of wood to burn, so
We got a lot of wood to burn.
Let's see here.
We need people though.
Let's see if I got a picture of it.
It was no water issue.
Yeah. You see that big lump of snow there to the left? Well, that's the wood pile. That's the snow that's piled up on the wood pile. That's wood. Yeah. So So we got lots of wood we can burn. Yeah. And that's stuff that we had piled up behind the garage, and we cut it down to like burnable size. And we never had a fire.
Nope.
We never had a fire since.
And our roommate, when we were gone in the States and in Baja, he had fires, but he never went through all the wood that we have here.
But I think we cut it after.
We did cut it after.
Yeah, after.
But still,
after we got rid of him,
but he still didn't even get rid of some of the wood that was there. Like, I mean, we still had some left. Is it snowing?
No, it's not that cold. But yeah, the furnace has been kicking in here last night again. It kicked in, and earlier this week. It's so cold
though.
Where the little electric heater and micro heater's not keeping up.
If it starts to snow, guys, I'll be like it's losing my mind.
It's only May, until the May long weekend, May 20th long weekend. You never know what you're going to get. Go check out
my video. You'll see my rant on weather and how I just feel no motivation whatsoever to do anything when there's no sun, and it has not been sunny or nice.
Hey, this was a month ago. A month ago.
Yeah, but it was sunny.
It was sunny.
There's snow on the ground, but it was sunny.
Yeah, it's been gloomy. It felt more like Vancouver. It's always cloudy. It's raining.
Yeah.
We got poured on. We got a really bad storm again. What was it, Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night it hit. I saw it coming too. I was watching it on the satellite.
I don't know. What was it like there for you guys, Badge or Paula? You're in two different areas.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, honestly,
Badge didn't. I don't think Edmonton got it. Like, it came up from
Montana.
Like
a tornado. The wind was so bad.
And the front came up and it started spinning on itself. So it just kind of hung around. We
got right over top Regina.
Yeah, it just started spinning.
It's like, okay, here you go.
We've been getting more of those, like where they just hang around. Like, it's not like the front blasts through.
It's right after.
It comes up and then spins and stays.
Right after my video. Oh, lady, you want bad weather? We'll give you bad weather. Oh my God. Oh yeah. See, Neil said it snowed earlier this week. That's what I was afraid of, Neil. When I saw that you guys got snow, I was like, oh damn. It's gonna come here. No, don't want it. Oh. It melted before they got it where Badge is. So yeah, well, like it must have did too, because we got lots of rain. Oh my God. We got so much rain. I'm shocked. Our garage is leaking. Our garage was leaking, and I was freaking out because I thought, oh great, here we go. Because I didn't repair the garage yet either. I mean, there's a lot of things we got to get done before we leave. And number one was to clean out the garage, get rid of the stuff in the garage, or organize it so that it's not so messy looking. There's just
and 2 windstorms ago we found shingles on the ground, so we have to kind of patch the roof.
Yeah,
it's not that old that we need to reshingle it, so yeah, we're just gonna patch it. I mean, the shingles are only about 5-7 years old, so it's way too early to reshingle. So now we have to patch that. But we kept all the pieces of shingles, so
yeah,
we're gonna put them all back in place. And if there's any missing, we're gonna
bow down.
We're gonna
put some tar. It's gonna be a red-green fix, people. We're not redoing that roof. Like, literally, my dad had that done. Let's see, he's been gone for
14
since 15. So
what? Maybe was it before that?
Yeah.
Oh, so
it was 2 years before that.
So they're 10 years old.
Yeah, well, 10 years. Come on, shingles are supposed to be lasting longer than 10 years, no?
So I actually kind of saw the storm. Also, there was another front hitting Thunder Bay, and I could see Jane and Richard were going to be driving through it. So I gave them a heads up that there was a storm coming their way too. And
that's a lot of water, guys. Like, to have to drive through. That's scary.
It's done. It's 10 o'clock. Captain Jack.
Gotta go.
Captain Jack just went live.
Woo-hoo.
So I just put the link in the chat.
Love you all, guys.
for Captain Jack.
Thank you for being here.
So thank you so much for joining us. It's always awesome. Have a wonderful Sunday. And I don't know if we're going live next week. I have to drive.
Oh yeah, Papa's gonna be out of town. Maybe
But-
I'll try and go live.
Well, we'll go live, and I'll just go from the truck then.
Yes,
And
we'll
you
do
can
that.
and you can run
And
the live
I
from
can
here.
do the live here.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll catch you next Saturday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Let's go raid Captain Jack and
Let's go.
Have a wonderful week.
Let's go get the captain.
Catch you on the next one.
I'm Tracey.
And I'm Christian.
And we are Tumbleweed RvLife.
Welcome back. How are you?
Good. Thank you, everyone. Hit the wrong click.